Hi, it's Master Coach Tony Morgan, and today's video is on a continuation of our previous video on investing in yourself the right way. Now in this video I've got one of my students who's doing his gas portfolio and is also doing his board repair accelerated training, which is online. He's also fortunate enough to also do some hands-on training with me in the classroom, which complements his training. So you're going to see how he's doing in his progress as being a gas engineer, and also he's completing his gas portfolio at the same time. But the emphasis of what we're talking about today is how he can accelerate. So when he does his ACS and then wants to become gas safe registered, he's going to be ahead of the curve, ahead of the game, so he can accelerate and he's going to learn the right way. Okay, so we're going to be looking at this Bacti Geotech boiler, and I'm going to be just explaining some of the basic stuff with my student, Karaman, and he's going to be telling you what he knows. He'll be probably asking questions because he's new to all this. As I said, it's that gas portfolio stage. So you're going to listen to what he's heard from his online training and what he's picked up. So he's going to demonstrate that in our video today. Alright, Karaman, so I explained to you before about these controls. Won't stay too long on this, about what these are.
Yeah.
We're going to look inside the boiler. You can point out some parts what you know.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And then we'll take it from there. So we'll drop the front down and look inside.
Yeah.
Right, so if you want to point out some parts, what you know.
Right, so let's start from this is the pump in here. This is the pump. This is inside the auto air vent, right there. And we got a pressure relief valve right here.
Yeah.
We also have the drain valve in here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also we got the turbine.
Yeah, flow turbine.
Flow turbine in here, right in here. And this is the gas valve right here, the gas valve, yeah. And we have the flow.
That's a pressure sensor.
Pressure switch. Pressure switch, yeah. Pressure switch in here, and diverter valve in here, right here, yeah. And this is the heat plate exchanger for hot water. Yeah, for hot water. And that's the hot water sensor. Yeah, hot water sensor.
What's this part here?
That's the
actuator.
Actuator motor. Motor. Yeah, I just forgot the name. That there is the condensing trap in the back. Yeah. And also this pipe, there's two pipe. This one is flow for the main heat exchanger. Yeah. Coming back, go around from here, all the way from heat exchanger pump, and then to that pipe going back, return back to the main heat exchanger.
Yeah, that's it.
And then warming up and come back again.
Yeah, so let's look up here then.
Yeah, let's look up here. This is the main heat exchanger, this one. This is the flame detector right here.
Yeah, flame detection.
Flame detection, yeah. This one is the sparky.
That one's a spark electrode.
Yeah, spark electrode, yeah. And we got the fan in here, pre-mixed, which is pre-mixed. Mixed gas and air in here, and then send it to the heat exchanger. Also we have the central heating sensor right here. Expansion vessel.
Yep.
Yeah. And
What's that part just below the sensor?
this one.
Yep.
This is the I forgot the name.
Overheat.
Overheat.
sensor.
All right. Overheat sensor. Okay. Yeah, that's an overheat sensor. I think that's pretty.
What about this part up here?
This one, the electric.
Spark generator.
Yeah, spark generator. Yeah.
Yep.
Which is connected.
And can you remember that one at the back?
Yeah, that's the flow.
The flue sensor.
Flow sensor, yeah, flow sensor. If something happened in the flow and not working correctly, we'll send it back to the PCB.
Yeah.
The signal on shutting down the board.
Okay, yeah. And then this part in here.
This is the PCB.
Yeah.
Yeah, the all electric connection is right here.
Okay.
And this is pressure gauge.
Yeah, pressure gauge, you know. Yeah. Can you remember that part here? What's on top of the flow turbine? Where the wires are coming from?
This one is for the flow turbine. Is it sensor or?
It's a Hall effect sensor, yeah.
Hall effect sensor, yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
So when the hot water coming on, that turning red, like red light on, yeah.
Yeah.
So you know it's
That's
working,
it.
yeah.
Okay. Well, I think that's it. That's the main parts covered.
Main part, yeah, main part.
Okay.
on the
All right.
boiler,
So
yeah.
we'll look at some other stuff on the boiler now. Okay.
All right.
Now we're going to look at the hot water circuit and the sequence and what happens. So if I just lower this front down. So on your hot water, if you look here, you can see this is the pipe coming in basically there. That's a pipe coming in. Cold water comes up that way. So once the tap's opened, this is a hot outlet. So once the tap opens, water's going to flow this way inwards through the flow turbine. Spins the turbine round.
Yeah.
The Hall effect sensor basically gets activated. So these three wires, what you got on, say the blue one and the red one is like a constant voltage. So you got the red one sending voltage from the PCB to the flow turbine, and then the blue wire is a return wire coming back to the PCB. So one's flowing in and one's flowing out. And the other one acts as a ground wire, like the neutral, basically. So what happens, once the water starts moving and spinning the flow turbine, it creates a magnetic field, creates a voltage drop. So on the blue wire, which is returning back. So that makes the voltage drop down to say to 2 volts. So we've got 5 volts on each of the red and the blue. That's when there's no movement of water and they're both equal. Once the water starts spinning, the flow turbine, it creates this voltage drop. Say it sets on the blue, then that goes back to the board as a lower voltage. That low voltage then triggers the switch. To basically start the hot water. And then basically once that starts, you're going to get a demand light come on here. Yeah, so that'll illuminate. Once that illuminates, then the pump will start. Once that pump starts, that's moving the primary water. And that circuit, like what you said before, this is your flow pipe. Coming down. Do you want to explain?
Here, coming here, going to the heat exchanger, and then so when it's circulation, the heat, so through this heat plate heat exchanger, then once the cold water coming in and then going through the
but before that it goes across there. This is a primary water. In the pump. At the pump, up that return pipe.
And return pipe and go back
into the main heat exchanger to get heated.
And then
back out the flow. And that's a circuit.
That's a circuit.
for hot water.
For hot water, yeah.
So that's taking place on the primary water. So the cold water
Yep.
is still continue going through the flow turbine into the plate heat exchanger, across there. Then the prime water then exchanges
the heat to the
cold water,
yeah,
and turns it into hot water and comes out of
to
here.
the hot water
Outlet, yeah.
Outlet, yeah.
And that goes to your tap hot.
Yeah. Right. So that's mean if, let's say, we turn on the taps, yeah, and we have no hot water, or the slide may not come on. So the first thing we look for, is it gonna be the flow turbine?
Yeah.
Does that mean, yeah? That's the first.
Yeah, that's it.
First place we check, yeah.
Correct. Yeah. If that light, you open a hot tap,
yeah,
and that light don't illuminate,
yeah,
then yeah.
First thing we check,
yeah,
is the flow turbine, yeah.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
And you would see that light illuminate red.
Yeah.
Here on that Hall effect sensor.
Okay.
If it doesn't, then it's that.
That's it. So just wanted to point out that, Tony, the course I'm doing online and the training I'm doing it here with you. So by the time when I pass my test and ACS, I'd be much more ahead of the guys that not doing this course. I was not thinking that way before I wasn't starting the course, but when I'm starting now, I will feel like much more comfortable to work after I pass my test. But before that, I was not feeling any comfortable to, even when I finished the test, I was thinking where to start. But now I feel very comfortable that once I pass it, I could have too much information about the boiler parts, how it works, if something goes wrong, where to look for it. So I will be, let's say, I could say 50%, 60% ahead of the guys that are not doing this course.
Absolutely.
So it's a brilliant course for anyone want to learn and go ahead after finishing the test, because sometimes, most guys when finishing the test, they just struggle. They don't know where to start. They don't know what's going on, because you don't really learn all that in college. So if you want to learn properly and keep going with your career, do this course with Tony. You're not gonna regret it, trust me. Or even the people that are doing the portfolio with Tony, he will teach you all that as well, part of the portfolio. So don't miss out of this one, because you're gonna get too much benefit from it, trust me.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. This is it. So click on the link below this video to find out more how you can do this boiler repair accelerated training while you're doing your gas portfolio. So once you do finish your gas portfolio, you will be ahead of the curve, as Karaman said, way ahead of anyone in your class. We're now going to talk about the heating. So we're just going to do a low level of basically diagnostics, so it's not going to be too deep. So on the heating side, you've got here, let's lift that up. So this is your heating demand light. So you can remember what we said, what needs to be kind of activate for that to be on.
To be on, yeah.
What is that? What needs to be activated?
This light, this light need to be on. So, and the timer need to be activated, and the thermostat as well.
Yep.
That's two need to be activated, so that it will call for heat.
Correct.
And then that slide will come on.
That's it.
And showing the need the heating to be on as well. Yeah.
That's it. Cool.
Yeah.
Right. So then the pump will run.
Yeah.
Once that demand light's on, the pump will come on. Then let's look at the diverter valve.
Yeah.
Let's see what you know about that. What do you think will happen here?
So this on here, the cartridge side, that will, once it's called for a heat, it will go up, closing this side, crossing this side, that's mean the water coming through here for
Yeah.
the heating.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Cool.
that's mean you are just having calling for a heat, not for the hot water.
Yeah, so basically what you're saying is this is going to be closed
Close,
off.
yeah, that's a close off, yeah,
So
when
it
you're
can't-
calling for heat.
So it can't go to the heat exchanger.
Yeah,
Hot water heat exchanger.
Yeah.
Or it can go down to the radiators.
to the radiators,
Yeah.
and then come back all the way from the returns
and it comes,
and comes on,
the return.
yeah, the return here, yeah, to the pump, back to that pipe, return to the main heat exchanger, warm it up again, and then back here again.
Yes.
Yeah.
Down.
And then circulation will
Yeah.
keep going, yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Excellent. So you can see how much is picked up in a short space of time.
Just, yeah, it's like just today.
Yeah.
We explained it today, and then it's because much easier when you're doing it online, and then you do on here, much easier for you to learn and remember.
That's it.
Yeah.
Excellent. Cool. Now let's look at the ignition, the fan and stuff, and the gas valve and
Yeah.
how that works.
Yeah.
So here's the gas valve.
So,
So again, we got heating demand. So the ignition's obviously got to come on to heat the water.
yeah.
So what do you think happens regarding that?
So one is calling for the heat. The
fan?
the fan, yeah, the fan start turning on, yeah,
Mhm.
and then that will open us the gas valve,
Yeah.
yeah,
From the PCB, the gas.
From- yeah.
This will be energized, yeah.
yeah, and telling the PCB that the fan is on, yeah,
Mhm.
and then the gas valve will be open.
Yeah.
The gas going from here,
Yeah.
from here, and then mix it with the air on here, yeah,
Yeah.
before
So it'll mix in the fan first.
in the fan, yeah, sorry, yeah, in the fan, mix it in the fan, gas and air,
Mhm.
and then it will send it to the main heat exchanger,
Yeah, to the burner.
to the burner, yeah, to
Yeah.
the burner, sorry, yeah,
That's it. Yeah.
yeah, to the burner,
And then what will this do?
and then this will spark to turn the fire up,
Yeah.
yeah,
Light the gas. and
yeah,
there,
light the gas up, yeah, and yeah,
And then you got
that's
this detection
yeah, detection
electrode
flame.
here.
Yeah, electrode here. That's for if something go wrong with the fire, the color of the fire just not syncing, it is working in the right way, will send a signal to the PCB
Yeah.
to shut it down
Yeah.
for the safety reason.
Correct. That's it. Great. We're now going to look at the burner and the heat exchanger arrangement. So, Karaman, I want to explain to me what you think's special about this type of burner and heat exchanger arrangement.
All right. So the different and the special thing about this burner is when the water coming back from the floor and coming back from the return, sorry, going from here and back of the burner, that will pass the gas that going from here and pick up the heat, yeah, pick up the heat from the gas on in a return, yeah.
Right,
On
so
the
let's just
return
go back
side.
to the beginning. Let's just start again.
Yeah.
So, what you're saying is, this is your flow,
Flow, yeah.
goes down to your divert valve,
Diverter,
yeah, goes round the
yeah. The
radiators,
radiators, yeah.
comes back on return,
Yeah.
through the pump.
Through the pump, yeah. And
that
then
pipe at the back.
return, yeah.
Right, so as it's going in that return
Yeah.
into the main heat exchanger to get reheated,
Yeah.
what takes place inside the main heat exchanger? So the burner is burning that way.
Yeah.
So what happens then?
And the gases start from here, which is made inside this one, the burner.
Yeah.
It will
So
heat-
once it burns,
yeah. When it says burns, yeah,
Yeah,
there's
what's it called after it's burnt?
um
What do we call that gas? Once
the
it's burnt,
is it C
not the product of combustion.
Yeah, alright, produce, alright.
Yeah, the product of combustion.
Yeah.
Where do they go after it's burned?
It will go in the back on here, on a burner, before it goes out to the flow, yeah?
So it's going that way?
Yeah, it's going that way, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Towards which? So it's going towards the back of the burner?
Back
of the boiler, yeah?
Yeah.
The main heater is going that way.
Yeah.
So what happens with the return as it comes in? What's taking place?
So,
can you remember?
Yeah, so the return will, when the return water come in, will pick up the heat from that
Products combustion?
yeah, produce combustion, yeah, heating the water, and then
so is it this one here?
yeah, that one, yeah, that
right.
one, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
So that's getting heated by, say it again.
Products combustion.
Yeah, that's it.
Combustion, yeah, and then it will heat again from here as well. From
What's
the
that
burner.
called? The burner.
The burner, yeah.
And what's being heated now from the burner?
So it's been heated now again, and then back to the floor.
Yeah.
To the radiators.
So basically, what you're saying, it's been heated twice.
Twice, yeah.
So the first one is the return.
Yeah.
Being heated by the product combustion.
Yeah, product combustion, yeah.
Going that way.
Mm-hmm.
And then the flow.
And then
it's been heated again by what?
The burner.
By the burner.
Yeah.
So it's been heated twice.
Twice, yeah. That's what makes it special about the heat exchanger or the burner.
Okay. So you can see, he's not obviously explaining it in a level of a top engineer, but this is because he's only at gas portfolio level.
Yeah.
So this is why it's going to be explained like this, but that's fine because he still understands and he's learning fast. So within a few months, that information will be a lot better and he'll be able to explain it and understand it at a higher level. But for guys at this level, this is what you need to be get on. You need to be get on this type of path so you can be learning the right way and invest in yourself the right way.
And you'll feel much more comfortable when you go out there.
That's
in
it.
The real world, yeah.
Absolutely. So that's going to end this video on this topic. So if you want to learn more, as I said, click on the link below. You can find out more how you can sign up for the Boiler Repair Accelerated Training and join the journey of Carryman. So that's it from me, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.